Hi, my name is Andrés Villarreal. I'm the Senior Procurement Manager at SOMOS Foods, and I am a McCombs full-time MBA class of 2021. I was working since I started my career in human resources. After that, started my own company. I thought it was gonna be fun. It was, and that's where I realized, oh my God, I might know a lot of HR, but I have no clue about marketing, about sales, strategy. If you wanna be, more formal in a professional business, you need to have that education, and then with those tools you can actually come back and have a more serious business. So that's where I realized, okay, this is my drive. If I want to be an entrepreneur and have this business take off, I need to learn about all of this and round myself out. So I think that was for me the big aha moment, because you always play with the idea yeah, I might do it, I might not do it. But when I was exploring the programs, I think what stood out to me, well, at least at first, I was like, okay, how can I make an informed decision? So I had a lot of factors: the alumni, the opportunities, the city, etc. So when I was just factoring everything, I think McCombs stood out when I started tapping into the alumni, into the students, into the admissions office as well. I think I had more of a dialogue, and it felt with other programs a little bit more transactional. So I did my homework. I visited all the programs that I actually applied to. In McCombs it felt like home. It's this feeling that everyone really wants to help you out. My brother Rodrigo, he graduated, I think it's class 2016. He was always like, Andres, consider it. McCombs is a great school. It's gonna help you on a professional level, also on a personal level. And I think the way it makes McCombs a different program, it's just so many variables. I think we're not a very niche program or huge. It's just the right quantity of people at the program. So you actually tap into that network and get to know everyone, because in such large classes, it's more complicated. In such niche, you have this, lost cost of opportunity of meeting more people, right? And then McCombs, I think, has a great strength. I see that on the professors, obviously, they're not only your professor. When you start the MBA and then onwards, I actually had conversations with a lot of them, and we invited, I think it was John Daly, to speak at SOMOS. They're always open to talk to you and help you any way they can. And they have these amazing careers. Honestly, I don't think I realized jumping into the program that the classes are great, because of the content, obviously, but also the professors have a lot of knowledge. And when you think about McCombs, I don't think it's a program that people say, oh, they're good at X or Y. We have a very rounded out program. My strategy was, when I came here, have a little bit of marketing, financial statement analysis, a little bit of everything. And that ties back to that aha moment as well. I started here in summer school, and it was just whack, a bat to the head, because I'm changing a city. It's a different language for me. But I think that really helped me to, calm the nerves. And then when the semester started, because core is, it's intense, you have to be very methodical and thoughtful of how are you going to approach your MBA. And I think it's critical not just to jump into things. You have to think about it what do I want to accomplish the first semester, the second one, and onward, because there's just so many opportunities thrown at you. And I think, it's better to think on a fail fast strategy. Hey, I'm curious about consulting. Well, join the club. If you like it, explore more things. If you don't, next page, So for me, it was a little bit of that. I explored tech when I did my MBA plus in HP, and I was like, okay, maybe tech's not for me. But I still wanted to try something in marketing. There are some people that come into the MBA and know exactly what they want, and that's fine, But there are some people like myself that I think I did something crazy, which was I no longer want to be in HR. So I was on a journey to discover, what do I want to do after McCombs? You have to be open to the journey, and you have to see the signs. Is this it? If it's not, it's okay. Just turn the page and explore something else. I didn't get into every single club or opportunity I wanted, but you start to navigate and find other opportunities, and that's fine as well. So when I think the moment for me, when I was just discarding everything, okay, I don't want to do tech, I don't want to do marketing, the picture started to paint more clear. It's okay, it's SOPs, and luckily for me, it was CPG, because it's, for international people, difficult to break in. I think an idea that I had was everyone's gonna be very, good at data, and I'm not. I think I had a little bit of imposter syndrome. And everyone at the program office knows that some people feel that way. I think more than we know, So I think you gotta be sure of what you're bringing to the table, So when I got here, I realized like, wow, people are so nice. People are like with the same values, along the same lines as me, but with different skill sets. I think the MBA is a great ground to test yourself in so many ways. Like, I think you have to lose fear of failing. And I think the culture here nurtures you. Like, hey, you're gonna fail, it's gonna be fine. You're going to be applying to jobs. You're not gonna get every single one of them, or you're going to apply to, I don't know, clubs or positions that you might not get the role you wanted, and it's totally fine. So you have to have that mindset. And, I think I just created this armor of strength. Like, it's fine. We are, friendly with each other. We help each other. And I think the atmosphere, you can feel it, in every class as well, because I saw that the class that was before me and after me. Another benefit that, makes McCombs a very special program, aside from other programs, are all the toolkits. I feel that I tapped into that so much. And the clubs and just the opportunities that it brings to you. You can connect within the community and also in Austin. The SOMOS team is composed from people that worked in Cholula hot sauce and also worked in Kind Snacks. So it's like, at first I was a little bit intimidating, but you tap into what you learn. I took a couple of leadership classes, and that helped me, okay, how can I influence, the people obviously in ops, but also in other areas, even to the CEO, and I think a lot of it, like, the root of everything is in communication. So you have to first understand, what am I trying to communicate and who am I communicating that? And the dialogue changes. Some people are more visual, some people like hard data, some people. So it's just a matter of having those tools and everything I have learned during the MBA, and understanding when and how to apply, those communication skills, leadership skills as well, to influence, my work and other. And I think, the way we work here in McCombs also helps me to work, because we have sort of like common values and way of work. It's very collaborative. The best ROI in the top 20 is this program. So right off the bat, you're jumping into a program that has the best ROI. Before the MBA and after the MBA, I think you feel different, because it also has a personal impact in you. But people respect you more for it. They're like, oh, he has an MBA. Like, he must know, about business, which is, on a broad stroke, it's 2 years that you round yourself out. And I think it puts you on a different level than where you were before the MBA. And that applies to everyone personally. So it's definitely worth it. At the end of a journey, I feel that I left a legacy, but I feel that McCombs had a bigger impact on me. Hook 'em horns. Here, you are what's next.